Rob Frazier here. Basically, I want to talk about a few more reasons why I joined the Exitus program. This right here is just my back office. Total of $1,000 earned so far. The thing is with this program, I just want to talk about a few things. So with Exitus, it has a pass up portion to it. Basically, you pass up your first person, you get fully qualified. Then from there on in, you're in a position to earn $1,000 commissions over and over and over again. Keywords: now in a position to be able to earn $1,000 commission over and over and over again. Now, with two people, I've earned $1,000 based on that, and then my next person is $1,000 to me. Third, fourth person, $1,000 to me, so on and so forth for the rest of the time I'm operating in this program. Now, here's the reason why I positioned Exitus. Basically, I put it on the back end of my suite of programs, if you will. I'm going to just show you a couple things here. Four Corners Alliance Group, it's a program I've been in. I enrolled 454 people, and my all-time commissions is $7,100. 71, you can see the numbers themselves. I'm not going to get into specific numbers, but the amount I've cashed out from 454 members, $6,000. 454 members. The average bear online is not going to sponsor 454 members in anything, let alone a program, for only $6,000. Now, when you take that, never mind my phone going off here. When you take that 454 and you apply it to a program like this, again, it's all about numbers and marketing, but 454, 6,000 in Four Corners, or would folks rather have 454 members sponsored in Exitus? So that's 454 times 1,000. You see the difference there? Now, the issue is, not a lot of people have money to join Exitus. I mean, it is a numbers game, and the high, according to the bell curve in economics, the higher you go in price, the less amount of people that can afford it. And so that's why I also have programs like Skinny Body Care and Power Lead System in the mix. People join those two programs all day long. Now, thing is with Skinny Body Care and Power Lead System, Skinny Body Care, I've enrolled, I don't know, about 170 people so far. And you can see my commissions just for the first 3 weeks. This week's commission hasn't yet kicked in yet. And we also get paid monthly here, but that's neither here nor there. But you see the idea. 170 folks, $1,349, $1,220, $780. Results are never typical. This takes work. The only reason I'm showing you my numbers here is just so you can kind of put numbers into perspective. But again, that's sponsoring 171 folks. That's putting in a lot of work. Same thing over here with Power Lead System. 1,652 this week, 1,018, 1,519, 1,338, 1,810. My weeks are all over the place. But one thing I do want to highlight here is in the beginning, $20. $20, December 21st, December 27th, $20. January 11th to 17th, $20. So, weeks in between earning those $20 commissions to eventually, 200, 300, 500, 500, 700 every single week, and this is residual income. So now I'm averaging, 1,000, 1,500, 1,300, 1,800, 1,600. So what I want you to get from this video, number one, results are never typical. Number two, I'm not promising that you'll make money. I'm just showing the numbers here so you can see my thinking. Now, when you have Power Lead System and Skinny Body Care, these are programs that have residual income, and it can take a while to build. It is very good and solid, steady weekly money. However, it can take a while before you get a 500, start averaging 5 to 6 to 7 to 8 $1,000 weeks. And that's why I like to put Exitus in the mix, because that's $1,000 per commission. You make one sale a week, and that's $1,000 a week. You make 1-2 sales a month, that's $2,000 a month. And you know, again, the issue with it, though, one-time payment, you're forever qualified, but there's no residual income, so you have to keep worrying about getting new signups. Whereas Power Lead System and Skinny Body Care, you can kind of relax, not really relax, but you have that residual income that builds over time, and when you follow my full-on system, you get both. You know, some people are in 250 payday, you know, some people are not, but 250 payday is the same idea. It's $250, one-time shot, you're forever qualified, but you got to keep getting those 250 sales. But when you combine 250 with the long-term residual here in Power Lead System and Skinny Body Care, you get the one-time shot of 250. In Exodus, you get the one-time shot of 1,000. And then you couple that with the long-term residual in Power Lead System and Skinny Body Care, and that's all she wrote. You know, 250 in Exodus, you make a sale today, you get paid today. You know, I tell folks, you make a 250 sale, you take half, immediately put it into traffic, which is what that is. And then in Exodus, same thing. You make a $1,000 commission, you immediately take 500 over here, buy some traffic with it, and then you can either promote Exodus, or what I tell folks to do is promote either 250 or Skinny Body Care, depending on what system they're following, and just go that way. If you can't afford, you know, the 250 or Exodus, start out in Skinny Body Care or start out in Lead Lightning. And, you know, there's many different ways to work this, but I just wanted to share this video just so you can kind of see why I'm putting Exodus on the back end. My idea is to get folks making money first in these programs, then systematically set some aside for profits, set some aside for taxes, set some aside for your pockets. That's almost the most important one. And then set some aside for getting qualified in Exodus. And you follow, you know, you stay close to me, you follow my plan, you know, and you'll be rocking within no time. Under this video, I'm include a link to Exodus. If you want to, you know, if you're interested in starting on my, you know, any other plan, just let me know. Send me an inbox, leave a comment under this YouTube video. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a link to Exodus and I'm going to put a link to Skinny Body Care, as those are my two systems really, which is at the heartbeat of my system. Skinny Body Care is that long-term residual income, slower money, but it builds, slower but steady money. Whereas Exodus is that one-time, boom, quick money, but you got to keep getting sales. But if you follow my traffic plan, it's a done deal. Any which way, links to the Skinny Body Care system and Exodus will be below this video. Rob Fraser here. Watch this video again just to get some more, you know, just to get my thinking. If it makes sense, if you have any questions, leave it below the video, and I'll talk to you next time.